Welcome back to Dave's Garage. This is episode 9, the webbing. Now the webbing is one of the last pieces that I've done. All I really have left to do is the helmet. So back in, I think it was episode 4, when I was doing the chest and the back, I came up with the idea of wanting to use snaps to attach the chest and the back to me. And instead scrapped that whole idea and went back to Velcro. Now the reason I didn't use the snaps was I wasn't happy with the strength of the heavy duty snaps that I had. I also wasn't happy with the fact that I didn't know how long they were going to last or how I'd replace them once I glued them onto my armour. So I scrapped that idea and I asked people to send me some emails, suggestions, and I also went back online. Now I received some really great ideas, some good suggestions and some good information off the forums. One of the things that I found was a better snap. It's made by a company called Dritz, and it's about twice the strength as the ones that I bought from Wally World. So that was good. I still don't know how long they're going to last, but I have a friend who says he knows they last more than 5 years. So I'm going to take his word on that. Then I wasn't sure how I could replace it. So I researched on my own, experimenting in my garage, coming up with an idea of how to make a replaceable snap was strong enough to stay onto the armour, but one day if it did wear out I could replace it. And eventually I came up with it, and I'll show you how to do that later on in this episode. But before that I want to show you all the pieces of the webbing that I came up with. Now I did put Velcro on all of my armour, and I wore it for a couple of days and realised that I really didn't like it. It drove me nuts. So I was glad when I received the emails and more research on the internet came up with some good ideas and the snap system finally worked. So I'm going to show you my armour with its snap system. Now here is the main body, the front of the main torso. These are supposed to be some kind of energy deflector, think, and I've attached that by using a rivet through the armour here to a piece of elastic, and I've put a snap on the back of this so should I ever want to replace it or just take it off there for any reason. Now I have 2 snaps here which hold the thigh pieces, and also one down here at the crotch to hold the front to the back, and that's all I have on the main piece. Now some of you may have noticed that I've replaced the belt. Where's the belt gone? Well, that also drove me nuts, and if you come and take a look at episode 12 when I do it, you'll be able to see all the modifications that I've done to my armour since the previous episodes. So you'll see how I made these brackets and how my new custom belt works. But that's the main torso. For the back torso, there is only one strap, and that's here at the back, which connects to the front with a piece of elastic. Now these are the actual straps that came with the kit. Originally I was just going to throw them away or keep them for the convention kit, but I found a way that I could use them with my armour that works out really nice. So I guess I've gone back on my word and kept the strap system. Now this is the back piece. You know that if you've watched one of the previous episodes, the back and the front episode, that this connects to me with braces. But for the front and the back, I've got white pieces of elastic with Velcro. I didn't use snaps on this. I'm quite happy with the way that the Velcro and elastic work together on this nice thick piece, so I've kept that idea. I've also added a small piece of that foam insulation, which just puts enough pressure to keep this from banging on the back of my lower torso. So these two pieces, this is the front of the armour. It has a piece of Velcro there, goes over the shoulders and then connects like that, and it holds it there quite comfortably. Here is one of the thighs, and here is the inside of the thigh with the strap system, the snap right there. Here is the thigh piece, so that connects inside the thigh and then connects to the inside of the torso, and of course as you're wearing it, goes together like that. So here are the finished braces. I've sewn them all together. They're a lot shorter than they originally were, probably about half the length. It has that 8-inch piece of looped Velcro right here. On the back I have the strap for the shoulder, which is Velcroed, but has a snap to attach the shoulder to the braces. The elastic piece goes to the back, and then the nylon piece with the adjuster is at the front. And this sits perfectly centered in the shoulder with the little strap sticking out for the shoulder piece. And when I put it on, you can see inside I have a snap at the top, 2 snaps at the side, and of course a strap piece which holds it to the bicep. And when I put it on, I simply snap the shoulder piece on and then attach the other snap for the bicep. Now as you put this piece on, it depends obviously the size you are, but I had a little bit of movement on the bicep, so what I did was I put a bit of white loop, or actually white hook Velcro on the inside of the bicep, and on the strap I've got a small piece of black loop. So as I put on my bicep, the black strap almost fits there perfectly and just grabs the bicep. Now the bicep will not move either up or down, just a little bit with the movement of the elastic. It won't fall down my arm. So that worked out quite well. Here are the gloves. Now I'm not sure if I'll put this in episode 12, I may do, but you're supposed to have a strap that goes over the palm of the hand and attaches to the back of the white plastic on the glove. Now I find this incredibly uncomfortable, and it didn't really make sense to me to have something across the palm of your hand. If you're trying to open a door or pick something up, you're going to get it caught. So I quickly got rid of that and went straight to putting Velcro on the back of the glove. And if you can see that, it might be a little bit difficult, but you can see it on here. A nice big, almost 2-inch square piece of Velcro. This is the loop side, of course. This is the hook. You always want that hook to be faced away from any material. Believe you me, the slightest piece that's sticking out will catch on your bodysuit or your gloves or your neck piece or wherever. So try and make sure that it's sticking outwards. So I have a 2-inch square on that, and you can sew it on, 2-inch piece on here, and